What up, everyone? This is Find the Pivot Integer. There's a few solutions for this problem, but there weren't any solutions I saw that were, you know, close to mine. A lot of the solutions I saw for this problem were very mathematical in nature, instead of straightforward. So I just want to kind of do a straightforward approach, just so maybe, maybe something you might come up with in an interview setting. So really the gist of this problem is, you're given some number n, and you have to count from 1 up until some point, right? And take the sum, right? And then from that point up until n, you take the sum again, and those two sums are the same, okay? So the sum from 1 to 6 is equal to the sum from 6 up to n, which would be 8, right? And then you return the pivot, right? Essentially the point where the first sum ends and the second sum starts. Yeah. The sum of elements between 1 and x inclusively equals the sum of all elements between x and n. Yeah, so you have to return the number x, which in this case, x would be 6. Okay? So really, I kind of had like a two-pointer approach, really. So the um the kind of gist of my solution is we're basically going to start a left pointer here and a right pointer here, right? One at the start and one at whatever n is. And we're going to go, if the left sum is less than the right sum, we're going to move the left sum, we're going to move the left pointer to the right. If the left sum is less than the right sum, we're going to move the left pointer over to the right and add this number to our total sum for left sum. Else, we're going to move the right pointer to the left and add this particular number to our total sum for the right sum. And we're going to keep doing that until we have the left pointer and the right pointer meet, right? And at that point, we're going to exit this while loop and check, does the left pointer, or does the left sum and the right sum equal each other? And if they do, we can return the left pointer, which would be 6 in this case, for this particular example. Otherwise, we return -1 because there is no pivot integer, right? So we're going to do something like this. We're going to say if left sum is less than the right sum, we're going to add whatever the left pointer is at initially, which would be 1, right, initially. Although in this case, it would not, this wouldn't execute, it would go to the else statement, but you'll see what I mean. So else, we're gonna say right sum plus r minus 1. Then we're gonna do, we're gonna say if the left sum is equal to the right sum, then we can return the whatever the pointer is at. Hopefully we can just return -1. Okay, so initially our left pointer's here, our right pointer's here. Both of the sums are initially 0, right? So we're going to enter this else statement first, and we're going to set the right sum to 8, okay? And move the right pointer here, okay? Now, is our left sum less than our right sum? Yes, because the left sum is 0, the right sum is 8. So add 1 to the left sum and move the left pointer here. Let me do this in a comment, by the way, just to keep track. Just for example 1, okay? So our right sum is 8. The left pointer is at 2, the value 2, right? And the right sum is at 7. Okay. So is left sum less than right sum? Yep, it still is. So we add 2. We're gonna have 3. Move the left one over to the right. Is 3 less than 8? Yes, it is. So we add 4. So that'd be 5, 6, 7. Move this over. Is 7 less than 8? Yes, it is. So we add 4. And add 1 to the left pointer. Okay, now left sum is not less than right sum. Okay, So our right sum is going to, we're going to add 7, okay? So it'd be 15. And we move the right pointer 1 to the left. Is left sum less than the right sum? Yes. So we would add 15. Move the left pointer over to the right pointer. Or move the left pointer 1 to the right. Okay, now left and the right are equal. So we're exiting the while loop and we're going to check if is left sum less than the right sum? Yes, it is. So we return the point where L and R are equal. So really this algorithm really is just checking. We're trying to get the left pointer and the right pointer to meet, and we're basically keeping track of two sums, right? If those two sums are equal at the point where the left pointer and the right pointer meet, then the integer where they meet is a pivot integer. Otherwise, it's really not. Okay, and that's kind of the gist of the algorithm. And I mean, it is kind of a weird approach, I would agree, but I would say it's also way more straightforward than um than a lot of like uh than a lot of like these like super mathematical like a lot of these mathematical approaches, especially because like you might not remember this, you know not also accounting for the fact that you're maybe in an interview you might not be allowed to use built-in functions, like square root or whatever. So I feel like this is just a more straightforward approach to solving the problem. And this is something I came up with on my own, so that's why I made this video. And yeah, I hope it helps.